Hi there, this is Elodie and I'm so excited that we are together on this breath and movement course. Now that you identified how to find your comfort zone with your breath, I want to move on to the next topic, which is also very important to help you taking care of your tensions and improve your posture, and this is the spine. So what you want is to be sitting with your hips a little bit higher than the knees. In this way, as we relax, the femur head can gently drop from the hip socket and create a little bit of space in this joint. So from here we want the legs to be relaxed on the floor. We want the feet to have a very stable position. We can adjust the position of our feet, we can adjust the angle of our hips. What we want is to find a stable, relaxed position for our legs, where you feel that the weight can really be given to the floor. From there, let's move on to the part sitting on the chair, and here we are going to explore our sit bones. So what we want is to roll forward and back with a straight spine and observe the different edges of our sitting bones. So we really bring our awareness to the contact of our sit bones rolling on the chair. And let's connect immediately with our breath. So think of a straw going through the middle of your body, and at the end of the straw, right in the lower belly area, you have a balloon. With each inhale through the nose, going through the straw, the balloon expands. With each exhale, coming from the balloon, through the straw, and through the mouth, the balloon retracts. So let's do this a few times. Inhaling as we rock forward, exhaling as we rock back. And again, inhale, exhale. And come back to the top of your sit bones where you feel the most relaxed. And now let's do this exercise again of rocking forward and back, and we let the spine respond to the movement. So we don't try to keep our spine straight anymore. We let it respond to the movement. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And here bring your attention to the sensations around the pelvic area as you're doing this. So as we are rocking forward, we can probably feel a little bit of tension in our lower back. And as we roll back, we feel the hip flexors starting to tense. So this is what's happening when you are sitting in front of your computer, not being aware of your posture and where you sit in relation to your sit bones. So most of the time what is happening when we want to come to standing position from sitting position and we are not aware about what we are doing is that the neck is searching to come up, and then we are crunching in the neck and in the lower spine. So what we want to do instead is to bring the feet closer to the chair so that we can come into standing, keeping the spine straight. So in this way the legs are working more than the spine. And when we want to come sitting position, it's the same thing, keeping the spine as straight as possible to come to sitting. So you can practice this a few times using the muscles of your legs to come up and to come to sit. As you will learn more about the muscles of the pelvic floor and the deep abdominal muscles, you will be able to activate, to engage those muscles as well when performing this movement. So we are going to practice creating space between the vertebrae using the breath and the yawning sensation. You know, the yawning sensation is like when you wake up in the morning and everything is stretching in all directions. So the yawning is not only about the movement of the mouth, but it's also about this sensation that the body is stretching in opposite direction fully. It's like the sea star stretch. And it also comes with like a slight shivering sensation along the spine. So when we do our exercises, we want to stimulate this shivering sensation. We want to simulate a yawning. So we start by placing the hands, and now I'm yawning for real. So every time a yawn happen, please let it go. It means that your nervous system is balancing and entering the resting mode, which is excellent. It's exactly where we want to go. So enjoy all the yawns you're going to have along this class. We want to place the heels of the hands on the hip flexors, making sure that they stay relaxed. And with an inhale, lengthening the spine all the way to the neck, and exhale, releasing. And we can bring the shoulders up to lengthen our spine from the tailbone to the neck, and exhale. So what the spine needs in order to stay healthy is to move in all possible directions. So we are going to draw some circles around the sitting bones. Going to the side, forward, it's an inhale forward, side and back, exhale, inhale. Exhale, rolling forward, and inhale. And we change. And you want to make this movement really a massage. It should be really soft, very gentle. It's a massage of the lumbar spine, a massage of the organs inside the pelvic area, a massage of the muscles and the fascia, helping the tissues to slide and to lubricate. Coming back on top of the sitting bones, we now want to do the same circling movement from the thoracic spine. So we are going to curl the thoracic spine, going to the side and forward, side and back, and again. Inhaling as you come forward, exhale, back. And again, this is a very soft, slow, gentle movement. We change the direction, going back, forward, and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And now coming back on top of our sit bones. So let's continue moving our spine in all directions and let's do some twists. We want to help with the heel of the hand in the hip flexor to elongate our spine. So pressing gently in the hip flexor to help this elongation. Inhale. And as you exhale, it's a twist to the right. And inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Keeping on lengthening and center. Exhale, pressing the heel of the hand in the hip flexor to maintain the length of the spine. And you see again we want to perform this movement from the internal muscles. So we want to think of the muscles very close to the spine, and it's those muscles that are twisting around the spine. We continue with side arches. So for this I want to lift one sitting bone. Let's say that I'm starting by lifting the left sitting bone, and I let the spine respond to this lift. My nose stays right in the middle of the movement. Our yawning stretch to lengthen our right side. So I place the heel of my left hand in the hip flexor and I'm going to grow from the pelvic, from the sit bones to the ceiling, elongating all my right side, and exhale, finding our yawning. So the last movement that we want to perform to mobilize our spine in all possible directions is an undulation. It's like a wave. So we start by rolling forward of the sitting bones, elongation of the spine in a gentle arch, and reaching forward with the chest as we are falling between the legs, and coming up into a curl, moving the hands to the knees, elongate the spine, and diving from the head between the legs, coming back with the hands towards the hip flexors as we are coming up into an arch. Inhale, exhale. So we bring the feet close to the chair and keeping a straight spine, standing position. We take a few steps around, coming back to our chair again to sit, and again keeping a straight spine as we come sitting position. At the posture in standing position. I'm dancing tango, and in tango posture is kind of a big deal. So in the beginning, when I was starting to dance and I wanted to work on my posture to improve my posture, I was thinking that okay, I need to take care of this slight hyperlordosis that I have in the lumbar spine, and in order to change this, I guess what I need to do is to tilt my pelvic so that I flatten my lower back. What I didn't know is that actually my hyperlordosis is due to muscles unbalance. And when I'm tilting my pelvic, I'm contracting other muscles, meaning that I'm creating more imbalance in my posture. So instead of thinking in terms of pelvic tilt and making adjustment by contracting more muscles, it's interesting to think in terms of releasing. So let's try to release our lower back, to release the muscles around the pelvic area, the hips, so that the lower back can melt towards the floor. And observe the effect of this release on the shoulder blades. Maybe you can feel that your shoulder blades are like kind of sliding back and down, and there is more space for your neck to get taller. So this is also something that you can think of regularly during the day when you are in standing position. Just give a release to your lower back, and your spine will say thank you.